parents are very strict. Where are you going with those skates? Wear your helmet. Are you doing that too? Are you jumping on those banisters?
What's up?
Hey, here we are again.
In person.
Yep, we've been away for a long time. We know. We're struggling to get back into gear. Mainly my fault because
Technology.
yeah, my computer still it won't fix itself, and I'm not prepared to pay $300 to have it fixed. And so here I am in Auckland, and we decided to meet up because we've been having some top secret discussions with some top secret people, and it turns out that a big, happy, exciting, memorable event is probably going to happen again. Well, is going to happen again.
Is. And has happened already.
Yeah.
But we just weren't involved.
Yeah, it is. It's come back. But so most of you can probably already guess what it is. Some of you probably don't even know what it is because you weren't involved at the time, but it is called X-Air. My family actually went to the last one.
Yeah,
The one
kids.
that's been, yeah. So, and it was cool. But if you're anything like me and Liam, you'll remember it in a different way because it started out as a little wincy competition on the side of the Waikato River.
Yep, with a vert ramp comp and a wakeboard comp.
And it slowly grew.
It was in 98. I think.
Yeah, I remember it was pre-millennium.
Yeah.
I remember that day well. Part of it anyway. A couple of hours are a complete blur, but it slowly grew. It moved to Claudelands. No,
it was
Hamilton East, behind the Hillcrest Tavern.
behind the Hillcrest Tavern first, and they had a street course and a vert ramp.
Yeah.
And then they had
But
bands.
got a lot bigger even during that jump.
Yeah, they had a big soundstage, a lot of bands.
Shout out to Horgan, who pretty much skanked to like some reggae for like 3 hours straight.
Salmonella dub for pretty much 3 hours.
Then it was Claudelands.
Then it went to Claudelands for its...
Where it got even bigger.
Was that the Tony Hawk year?
Yes.
And they had vert outside, and they didn't really have a lot of vert because it rained a lot.
The introduction of the fox suit.
I think that was the year after.
That was the second year at Claudelands?
Yeah.
Then...
The second year at Claudelands we had... Was it second or third year? We had a lot of attendance though, because we had Dustin Latimer came over, Sam Fogarty, Jaron Grobe was there, Julio was there, Jess D, and heaps of other Australians. Blake Dennis was there.
Fabiola, did she come that year?
I think that was the year after.
The year after.
She was going out with Sandra Diaz.
Yeah, and then Wellington happened.
Yes.
And that was kind of, it peaked. Are we filming?
Yeah.
Can you double check that?
Yeah, and the sound's on too.
Right. And then it got really big, and it was a really cool event, and it was I don't know if it coincided with the peak of New Zealand rollerblading, because I kind of feel like
that it happened.
It was a peak, but it was definitely like a big thing to look forward to for everyone. It was really exciting, and it was quite it was pretty interesting, all the different ways that like all the different codes kind of enacted with each other, you know. There was scraps between the BMXs and the bladers. There was beef between almost every different area. There was
something going on.
Yeah, so in that sense it was really exciting as well. But it's come back with us potentially invited. We've been given...
Rollerblading is going to be in X-Air.
Yeah.
2020 something.
4.
Yes.
As far as we know. So there's a working group.
The Rollerblading Illuminati.
I can't believe I just said there's a working group. I didn't vote for later. Anyway, yeah. There's a panel of experts working towards things like how it's going to run, how we want to be reintroduced into it, who's going to be involved in terms of competing, judging, commentating, blah blah blah. So this,
and it's a big deal.
It's good, yeah. Well, it is a big deal, and like the discussions that we've had so far, most people are in agreement that it's not really so much about the competition itself. It's just about getting back into that XF vibe and presenting and representing like rollerblading and like
representing rollerblading in a positive way by putting on the best possible show, I guess. And
because it got to the point with the previous XCs where it was really cool, like it was big, like it went off, like some of the competition was really good, man. There was some rivalries, there were some big tricks, the courses were always really good, and they still are. So we think it could really be like the start of it getting really, really exciting again.
A televised competition with rollerblading in it that's broadcast and like a big broadcaster in New Zealand and potentially in Australia is amazing.
Yeah, well, that's like from the discussions I've been involved in, that sounds like the biggest change is like the
media.
Of the
rollerblading Illuminati?
Well, I don't,
possibly.
I don't know. Am I allowed to say if I was?
It's the first rule of Illuminati. You keep it to yourself.
It is. Yeah.
I'm not part of it, so I don't know.
But yeah, what I was saying was like it sounds to me like this is going to be like a big televised thing.
Yeah.
So, what the purpose of this video really is just to let like community know that, like, kind of are we allowed to say get your shit together?
Hell yeah, we can.
Because there's going to be a list put forward to the organisers, and we're going to say these are the people that we think merit being involved.
Inclusion,
because we want it to go off. Get your game face on.
It's a big course, big obstacles,
and Van is working on the course, so he has a lot of some sway over how it gets set up. And one of my first questions to him during our discussions was like, is it a course that's going to be geared towards inline, like, or rollerblading? And because previously it seems like it was always, to me, kind of set up for BMX. I felt it was anyway.
I think last year's course kind of had a bit for everyone. The stair set and the way the middle section was kind of set up, to me, seemed very skateboarder-ish. Watching all the sports, like scootering went off there, and they used all the obstacles. There's a bit of street and park stuff for them, and I do think we've got a good mix of skaters in the country that could work in both sides of the course and work it all together. There was a big sub box above one of the quarters. It's a massive channel gap that I'd love to see someone do.
And let's face it, like we all know now, that rollerblading in New Zealand seems to be pretty park driven. So then there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying, like, we've probably got a year before it's gonna happen. So get it together.
Get out there, get skating.
And we talked about like there's two, maybe three comps before then.
There's the Base Skate Blade Jam this week that Van's going to organise, or it has organised. Looking forward to that. Might be another comp in June that is only just early in the works, and possibly something else.
But
very cool to have an event like that again. Really looking forward to attending and seeing what the haps is.
Just want everyone to try and make it good.
And represent our scene in New Zealand as best we can, I think. That's how we get more people in the scene, sell more skates, all that stuff, that good stuff that comes as being seen in a public forum.
And if it goes well, we'll get invited again and again and again, and the gears behind it are like, they're turning pretty hard, they're going to make it happen, and it's going to be cool. So it's really cool to be involved in. It's got a lot of potential to be something that people can look forward to every year, and it can probably get bigger and bigger. So
big thanks to the main man organising it too for including us. Having those conversations that haven't been had for a long time. So very excited.
So yeah, that's sort of about really.
That's us.
That's what we wanted to tell you.
Exciting news.
Easy way for us to do another video as well. So
Yeah. Can bang out a quick one.
bang out a cookie.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright, signing off.
Parents are very strict. Where you going with those skates? Wear your helmet. Are you doing that too? Are you jumping on those banisters?